you're trying to laugh. Enjoy it, you know?
No, it's a good way. I'm trying to like see if I could like those TV shows when they do it. I'm trying to like see how long I could go without laughing at jokes.
Do you think that you would
I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
Hey, yo, it's Spuddy and Friends.
do you think that you could last in a game of those people making the sounds, the random sounds?
Yeah, I think at least once out of like 5 tries.
I feel like he's folding after the second. Someone
Yeah.
just has to know Kim to know what sound to make.
Yeah.
Look at him. If you'd be able to win,
Damn.
nah, I feel
said,
like no, because I feel like people would win if they were looking at the person. They're just doing a general noise and hoping for the best. But if you're looking at the person, like that game Talking Spit on Wild and Out,
That is a hard game, bro. I would want to
put
do
water
that.
in their mouth.
Yeah.
I'm winning, bro.
We should do that as a drinking game and have
Not
a
a
team.
Not a
Drinking
drinking
game.
game, but water.
No, I mean like
you wanna
water,
take
but
a
like,
shot.
but like there's a team of like 3 or
Okay,
2 or
okay.
4,
Oh, okay.
and everybody gets turns to try to make that person laugh and spit their water
I
out.
thought we're drinking whatever.
No, but like we should like have like a party Olympics where we do like team games, and out of those like games, let's say like that first round you lose, that team that loses has to take a shot, and then you do another game like tic-tac-toe, flip cup, and then we'll do that one, Talking Spit, and we'll just do like a couple more.
That one fruit roll up one.
That one's fun, bro.
I would have did the motion, but it looks crazy without the fruit roll up.
Yeah.
So,
We know what it is.
you know, I would have got a tech. Nah, I would have got a tech for real.
Yeah.
Nah, I would have got a tech.
Yeah.
Just the motion of it, and then you would have been like making the noise. wait! I'm gonna do it.
When a guy is banging you,
Nah,
And keep on banging and banging and banging and banging.
Hey,
Did you see it live?
no,
I saw it live.
I
bro.
watched it.
I'm over here cutting vegetables, right? I'm over here cooking, and all of a sudden I hear, when a guy's banging you, and I look up at the screen, and I'm like, this is exactly what I did. Swear to God, I was like, pause. And then I just kept cutting.
That's
and
a
then
tech.
I look up again, and I see Kenny and Shaq just busted up, bruh. He said, we gonna take a quick.
No, I love it. Like what made it even more funny is when Charles like just says, "Come on."
Like, come on, you didn't have to say that.
Charles.
He knew what he said when he let that off. Pause. He said,
You know what? Sometimes I don't think Charles
There's whiskey in
Too
his
much.
in his coffee cup.
like that one was fine. When he talking about like I need all the meat type of stuff, then I'm like, oh, he knows.
He's like,
He
he
knows.
said, "Shaq, I want meat."
Yeah.
And Shaq was like, "What did you say, Chuck?
Yeah.
What did you say,
I
Chuck?"
don't want.
What'd you say,
I don't want that vegan. I
He
want.
said, "I want that vegan. I want that meat, all
that's
meat."
crazy.
Yeah.
With a straight face, bro. As a,
No, he's laughing.
As a joke.
He's kind of laughing.
and then-
Sometimes I feel like they test out some of these jokes. They're like,
But-
I'm going to say this on national television. Hey, Kevin, what can we say, right, without getting fined? Okay,
Oh.
I can say when the guy's banging you, right? Okay, Shaq,
No.
you cool with that? Don't laugh, okay? Kenny,
No,
don't laugh when I say
the
it.
wildest thing is the NCAA Women's Championship game.
Nah, that's crazy. I don't
Hey,
even know what they're about to say.
No. She was saying she was getting away with Cox
What?
because the South Carolina's mascot or whatever,
Gamecocks.
the Gamecocks.
What?
So she calls them cocks.
She called them Cox on live television. It says like, oh, that's some hard D from Cox. Like,
But like you know how that's a hard D from the cocks.
Yeah.
Hello.
yeah.
That's
and
crazy.
they're all laughing too, and they're like,
But like imagine being the dude there that's listening and commentating with her, and then you hear that and you just like
You just have to let it fly.
you just do one of these like
yeah.
News bloopers.
Hey,
the
hey,
news bloopers of that guy that he said, what did he say?
Oh, blowjob.
Yeah, he said instead of
Curb
he was
job.
trying to say curb job instead of a block party.
Oh,
He was trying to say
block party, but he said blowjob.
yeah, because he said curb job right before or something like that, and then he said blow job. I mean block party, and he's like, I don't even know how that happened.
And you can think about it, blowjob, block party.
Hey,
know.
curb job.
Hey, that's a stretch.
No, but curb
It
job.
is. Yeah, but he had something on his mind, bro. For sure. For sure.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Do you constantly, you can't twist it in your hand, or do you think you're going to drop it? Because I do the
just
same.
feel like
Like,
doing that.
if I picked it up wrong, I'd be like, okay, do I really want to do this?
Yeah, I didn't want to deal with it.
It's dumb.
I just didn't want to deal with it, so I just put it down.
Okay.
No, I'm not dropping it. I'm spilling it because now you're just like, you know.
Oh, so you just gonna go with the whole motion?
So
you're a
the guy who
menace.
does this.
No, I've tried it. Hey, sometimes you gotta experiment with it. Sometimes you gotta experiment, but yeah, it doesn't work.
Fam, this nigga made a whole U-turn. He said, wait. He told his armor to go. He said,
Fuck it.
That's pretty wild, Jordan. That motion, crazy.
But that's how you did it, probably.
there's somebody right in front of you.
Excuse me, sir. Hey, let me just reach around you real quick.
That's funny.
Hey,
bro.
when you have your drink and you know you're hugging someone, you're just like, I gotta take a sip.
Okay,
Hey.
the natural motion though, it's
Hey.
still kind of crazy though.
Hey, we might take a turn with this one, but it's
You
relevant.
might take a turn. with this one.
Yeah, you're turning the boat on this.
Hey, you ever, anybody ever like try to like take a sip of your drink or ask if like, yo, let me taste like COVID-19 ain't real? Since COVID dropped,
It really just depends.
it went platinum twice.
Hey, it really just depends at this point now.
But you ever in your head you just like, the fuck? Like, no.
Have people asked to drink out of your cup?
Yeah,
Are we talking about random people?
just anyone in general.
Like I said, it really just depends. And if it's a random, yeah, that's wild. Like over at Padres, remember about the random guy that just started talking to me?
Asking you for if you wanted some peanuts or something?
First it was peanuts. Then everyone was like, yeah, I want peanuts. And he's like, hey, take a sip. I'm like, I'm
yeah,
good. He's
yeah.
nah, take a sip.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was, and this was still when masks.
Get out of my face!
This is still when masks was going around and shit like that. You know,
Help!
Yo, it's hard to tell
But
if a beer is spiked because it's already like foamy and
You
carbonated.
could tell. Look at the bottom.
Yeah.
The very bottom.
On like
but
how
it was
like
in the
on
can. It was in the can.
Oh, but why would he spike his own drink, then give it to you, and then
I don't know. I'm not.
I just don't trust people who
Hey,
offer.
I'm just saying.
anybody who offers me their own drink, I'm
Hey.
gonna go, yeah, and I'm gonna do the crunk joint.
All I gotta say is, even
boys make you
pre-COVID, I'm not taking a sip from a random human being.
Hell no.
No.
Yeah, from a random person.
Yeah,
no,
that's
no.
some pre-COVID shit I've never done.
Yeah, I didn't do that before.
Yeah.
So.
That's why I'm like, it really just depends because
Because I brought that up because like I was at the I went to that Coachella pool party thing.
Colt.
No, the Coachella.
He said Colt.
Yeah, he did.
Crazy.
All right,
You all right?
Almost got out the holy water.
Reach.
I almost heard talking in tongues.
reach.
This would have turned into a religious podcast real quick.
Innocent.
Right. Okay.
Yo, see that part right there.
That right there is a tech.
That's a tech.
Yeah, go ahead. Take it.
That's a tech.
Hey,
Man.
we don't play with God.
Hey,
And it's Sunday.
Yeah, and it's Sunday. And Easter was last week. Come on. Stop.
Got to start fresh.
Repent. Now continue what you were saying. So you was at a cult with Jared Leto.
I was at a Coachella pool party, and like we came with a big group, and we were all just talking and like talking to people and all that stuff. And then this one specific group came, and they were messing with us like for at least like 2 DJ sets, and they were super cool. By the end, almost to the end of the second DJ set, this girl was like, "Yo, I want to drink out of the same cup as you," and don't understand why she said that. And I was like, "Look, I'm gonna go to the restroom. If I come back and you're still here, I'll talk to you." I never came back,
Good.
but it was so weird, bro.
That's
funny.
kind of crazy.
It was pretty funny.
Why didn't you say no?
because like it's so absurd that you hear that, and I don't know how to react when something that like dumb is being said.
I'd be like, what? No.
Yeah, I was like,
Easy.
Hit her with the Dave Chappelle mush in the club.
no, I just gave her like a look, like in my head I was like, yeah, hey, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and if I come back and you're still here,
Well, didn't you say your group was messing with them?
yeah, they were cool.
So you would have to go back there because your group's there, right?
The group is at least like 30 people, so I just went to like the furthest from that group where
And
she
then
was
she
at.
didn't try to come and find you?
I hope not. I didn't even look that way. To keep it a buck, I didn't look at like that way for another set. But
okay.
it was weird, man.
Okay.
But if a guy said that, right, niggas getting jumped in the club or like wherever they're at. If a guy said that to a girl,
I want to share a drink with you.
I want to drink out of the same cup as you. That is totally different from saying I would like to share a drink with you. She went in details and said, I want to drink out of the same cup.
It's Coachella. Crazier things have happened.
Herpes.
Well,
The babies.
the reason why I asked why did he say no is me and my shorty went wine tasting, right? And there's this couple there. There's this couple there, and they were like, this white couple, and they're older, whatever. It's cool. I'm not gonna say their names.
Sarah,
But you know their name.
Paul,
Yeah, I know their names.
Logan.
It was crazy because like low key, she was originally from Scotland, so she still had the accent.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and but older couple, like you could tell.
What about
Yeah,
Silk
yeah.
and breakfast?
While we were there wrapping everything up, she invited us to go to Lorimar.
Oh, I used to work there.
tasting with them again, and then give us a free bottle, all this. They was about to try to party with us, right?
Yeah.
She started showing us pictures of her family and everything like that.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
yeah, just overdoing it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I'm going with this.
Hey, people can tend to be like that.
Overdoing it.
That's when you pull your phone out and act like, you
No.
texting.
No, so they were like, "You trying to go?" And I was like, "Yeah. We'll go. We'll link. Yada yada." And there's another couple who was there too, who they were gonna Uber there, and then this couple was like, "Nah, we'll drive you." Yada yada, and they're like looking at us like, "No, help us." And I'm like, "Help yourself." Like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to get out of this like myself, and so I just kept saying, "Yeah, I'll be there."
was this like a group thing, or you guys were just in the vicinity?
Me and Shorty were at one part of the
Yeah.
bar. Then this other couple was standing right next to us. Because the whole thing started because the lady was like, "Oh my God, you look like a model." And I just recently just told her like this happens to more girls than just guys. Like girls don't be sliding in guys' DMs like you think they do. Like it's not.
Oh, no, that happened to me.
So so the
Scotland.
yeah. So
No,
they're
it seemed like Scotland was talking to two couples,
Yes.
you and the other.
Yes.
Like, hey, come with
Yes.
us. You're right.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to.
yes.
Come with us.
Yes. And then the other couple was just so like gone. They were so drunk that they didn't want to do it. And then she was talking so loud, talking about, "Oh, I don't want to be around these white people." I'm like, "Why are you talking loud in the wineries? Like there's white people everywhere. Like don't start something just because we the only two black people in here. Like don't do that." Like and they weren't even black. But I'm like, "Don't do that." Like in my eyes, I'm like, bro, because then they're gonna look at us like we the problem. And then now I gotta start swinging on people.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Put you in a bad situation.
Yeah, so I'm just like, no. So by the time we get in the car, I was like, we ain't going. Just send them a text.
Yeah.
Because they gave us their phone number. Like they were like, if you ever down in a different state, if you ever down in a different state where they live at, because that's where they drove from, they're like,
Texas,
come through.
Arizona.
We don't have a fancy house, but we'll feed you. I'm like,
Arizona.
Who are these Scottish people?
Hey, people are like that, especially people
Utah.
from Europe. They're very
Hospitable.
hospitable. Yeah. So I get it, but at the same time, you don't even have to text them. Yeah,
Oh,
you got
yeah,
their number.
yeah,
You
yeah.
already
I
got their
know.
number. It's
Did.
like you like
I told them we was coming, but then
just didn't go.
life happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we did.
Because at the end of the day, you just hey,
Because I wasn't planning.
hey. At the end of the day, you just said, hey, not gonna go. Now they're back to being a random person again.
Right.
Unless they randomly waltz in your guys' life again.
Randomly.
From Arizona.
Crazy.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah. It'd be crazy.
We randomly drive through Arizona and they see me. Her.
Still didn't get your text.
I'm like,
We've been waiting this whole time,
right.
Mr. And they say your
I
last
never
name.
gave him my name.
I know, but I'm saying
They don't know your name.
Never give him my name.
Yeah, I don't give people my real name.
And if I did, I said it so low, you know, I'd be.
But they just said, you know what? Here's my number. They don't even know.
We took a picture. We didn't, you know what I'm saying? We didn't exchange. They exchanged.
Hey, so what I do now,
What do you do now?
instead of saying my name, like for when I order stuff, like let's say I go to Starbucks and they ask for my name, or like a meal, they ask for my name for the ticket. I say kimchi because they know it's like they'll, you know, if I say Kim, they'll be like Kevin or Kern or something like that, and then
Kern.
yeah, or something like that, and they'll call, and I don't know if that's actually me or that other person. So I just say kimchi, and not to be a dick, but just to be like kimchi.
Why don't you put Puka on there?
Yeah, don't know who Puka is.
And then I did that today, and it felt great.
You put Puka on there?
No,
Oh.
kimchi.
Oh,
The lady was like, kimchi, your coffee's ready. And then she
to make
said
you
that
feel good inside that someone calls you kimchi.
It warms your soul.
It,
Look at you.
It feels better to
at you.
know that I'm getting called instead of like looking around like, is there Kevin in here? All right, this probably me.
At least people can say your last name.
I don't give people my last name. What?
I said at least people can say your last name.
I can't even pronounce your last name.
Exactly.
Your name sounds like a failed McDonald's meal. Your last name.
Time out. Okay.
It sounds like a failed
I am the only one who gets to slander my last name.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Not you.
I'm just saying the name, any name that has Mick in it, I just think about McDonald's.
terrible.
Look at you.
Terrible.
Tiny mouth.
Spud Mick Spud. Spuddy Mick Spud. Oh man.
Yeah, let it die out.
What a jump from
Yeah.
talking about your last name to Mix Bud. Ah,
I'm not laughing. I'm saying it just mattered if
you
it
just chuckled.
I'm not laughing at you though.
Chuckler.
Chuckler.
You guys are using racial slurs right now. Hey, did you get my text? Did you get my text?
This nigga called me a.
What?
This nigga called me a moon cricket, bro. I was about to beat his ass. I looked at it and I was
Why-
like,
why you call
I
you
looked
moon
at him.
cricket?
I looked at him and I was like, moon cricket. I'm like,
I asked him a question. He answered it,
I was like, you
and then I was like, "For sure, Moon Cricket."
Why would you do
No
this
response.
thing?
just no response.
Because I know he ain't gonna respond to me after whatever I text him.
Just like, look at this.
So you just said, you know what? I'm gonna make the best out of it.
Yeah,
Moon Cricket.
I'm gonna fail anyway, so might as well
I
go
don't
out
even know
swinging.
if that's a racial term. Is that a racial
That
term?
is, it is. It's
Okay.
a racial slur back in
All right.
way back in the day.
Yeah. Tech him.
That's a tech.
He didn't know fully.
Oh,
He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't say it
didn't know?
like 4 times.
did you really?
I did not
He
know
was
what a
just
fucking.
screaming it out, bro. Look at you.
I was confused. Moon Cricket. Why Moon Cricket? You know,
God damn.
I was confused too. What's
Look
a Moon
what
Cricket?
you've done. Look what
Yeah.
you've done. You brought in race into the situation.
I am going to get canceled because of
you canceled your own friend. That's so nuts.
You set me up.
Hey,
You set me up.
Because you know how sensitive these MFers be.
Hey.
You know what?
You set me up.
We was
me
just
up.
getting started.
Man, I'm about to flip this
We
fucking
was just
thing.
getting started.
all right, relax.
We only 3 video episodes in, and you out here.
I am devastated.
No, man.
I'm gonna
Welcome
have
to the
I'm gonna
last
have to
episode
put.
of-
Hey, I'm about to do an IG video.
Apologizing.
Have
Already.
some tears in my
Hey,
eyes.
black.
Already.
Hey, put it black and white.
You know, have some sentimental music in the
We're
background.
going to tape it right now, right after this.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, do a zoom in right now. Hold on, zoom in.
Can you zoom in?
I wish. I mean, I could, but
be
not,
hilarious.
not right now.
Just
Someone
zoom
else
in.
got to do.
Every
Why do
time
I feel like
every
Spud's
time I do
hat?
this.
Why do I feel like Spud's hat should have like a picture of iced tea on it?
Right? Or like Law and Order on it. Special unit.
Skung. You feel me? Like that. And not the regular iced tea. The iced tea that was in Rick and Morty when he was in Ice Cube.
Yo, you really wearing a hat with no logo on it, though.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh,
I didn't notice.
bruh. Chuck D had ass over here.
Hey, settle down, Scott. Out here about to.
Why
Break
are
my
you
shit.
roasting this man's hat, bro? Spud, man.
What?
Just innocently,
Yeah,
just
you-
wearing a
what do you mean?
hat, and then
Not offended.
Yeah, exactly. He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be.
he's wearing it. He
Those
wants
were
to wear it.
legends. Those were legends.
Yeah.
Ice T and Chuck D. Mm-hmm. No disrespect.
Hey, one's still on TV.
And the other's still rapping, honestly. So,
fair
yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The little roasts, you know. Roast that make
Hey.
both parties laugh.
Hey.
They'll laugh.
Feeling a little warm.
Chuck D would laugh, I feel like.
You would.
I don't think he would laugh.
He would laugh. He still wears that hat to this
Hey,
day.
I don't know him. I don't care.
I know. But in this case, he would laugh.
What's wrong?
Look at you.
You.
How? What have I done?
I don't care.
I don't know if I don't care.
I don't.
All right.
I don't. But if I see him, I'm telling the joke. If I see Chuck D,
do you think about this?
yeah. If I see Chuck D, I'm gonna be like, Spud, pull out the hat. And he's gonna pull out the hat. And I'll be like,
Hey, I'm gonna be like,
You gonna
this.
make this man wear a hat for the rest of his life for that moment?
no. Just so if he sees Chuck D, because he's gonna be with me when it happens, he's gonna pull out the hat, and then I'm gonna point just like that and be like, you see what I'm saying?
You gotta do the Chuck D pose.
Rah. You got to do that too in the middle.
Base.
Base.
How low can you go? That's not him though, but you know. Wait. Oh yeah, it is. My bad. I was thinking of the other. I was thinking of.
Boo. Are you really a
What
hip hop
other?
fan?
What other? What other? What other? What other are you thinking about?
Shock G. The
Are you
one that
thinking of a
put Zen
person?
in your
Are you
pen.
thinking of a different group?
Oh,
Huh?
What up, Lord? How you doing? The same thing as I was doing my thing. Oh, you heard that I was banging? The
No.
girl I went to school with, but that was cool. But did she tell you about the sister and the cousin? Thought I wasn't. The weekends was made for Michelob.
He throwing me right now. So
Yeah, I just wanted you to forget.
Yeah. Base.
how low can you go?
Base.
The incredible.
That's Chuck D.
I know the incredible deep Public Enemy #1. Yeah,
Flagged.
yeah. Not a tech,
Was he really
just a foul.
best friends
No. Flag
with Flav?
because YouTube.
Was he best friends with Flav? Is he still best friends with Flav?
Yeah, they're brothers. They've been doing this for like 30, 40 years.
That's good.
Sheesh.
That's really
Just
good.
because of their political, whatevers.
This man, Flavor Flav did a TV show and had women cook for Thanksgiving, and a lady served an uncooked turkey.
Sure did.
Microwaved it.
Microwaved it.
though.
Legend. That episode alone, legend.
That whole series.
Holds it.
Bro, I was watching
Man.
clips of they were showing like old clips of Jersey Shore. How old were we when they first came out?
You know what? I really
19,
never
18.
paid attention to Jersey Shore.
How old were we?
No, this is high school. This is high school.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, so I was
This is
16,
like
16.
09 to 11. How long? Ever?
It wasn't
it was
09.
before
It
that.
wasn't
No.
09.
Pull
Because
it
I
up.
was
Pull
I
it
was
up,
a
bro.
junior. I think I was a junior in high school when it first came out.
No, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I never kept up with Jersey Shore. It did not.
All I know is there's literal clips in there of what's his name doing cocaine on the dance floor. Secretly though. It's so smooth. But the one thing that messes him up is they both, because he does it with a random female on the dance floor, they both wipe their nose. And it's like,
2009.
that's why they'd be there.
I did. I called it.
It
That's
was
why-
right before 2010.
2009 all the way to I think 2011, 12. It lasted.
No,
I
it's
don't
still
know.
going on.
Well, like the main.
It went until 2000 and hold on. It went to 2016. All right, 2018 and then it 12, 14, 15. Yeah, 16. Not 18. So 16 and then 18 they came back. So we were only gone without him for 2 years, man.
MTV must have really been struggling.
Nigga,
Didn't
situation.
seem like that long. It seemed like it was longer than that.
Situation went to Italy and headbutt himself and gave him a concussion because he was scared to fight Michael.
Well, some people do crazy things, big dog.
Why would you hurt yourself when you could have just easily just simply got knocked out?
Because hurting yourself isn't as bad as you getting knocked out.
But he looked really dumb when he did that.
Because it was recorded. But if he wasn't recorded,
If you saw that live,
No.
if one of our friends did that, I would have been like, I would have to this day made fun of him about that.
Really? That's mean of you.
rude.
He did that to himself.
Okay.
He's self-inflicted.
I'm going to remember that when I start making fun of you about the stuff you used to do. Since you got
I
growth.
deserve it.
Do you?
If I know I don't do that anymore.
When you feel it, but if you still do it.
No, I'm saying like because you will never do that again if that happened. Those are two different things. I'm talking about when you don't do that ever again. Like that was just like we're past that. Like I'm comfortable with like that will never happen again. I feel like you know exactly where I'm going with that comment.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
I'm just saying it will never.
I'm leaving that
Talking about those moments.
And you never know. It can happen again and again.
I'm not headbutting myself into a concrete wall and breaking my neck and get myself a concussion.
You're not. You get what I mean?
Yep.
Chef's kiss.
That was icing on the cake. Yeah, you're right.
Today we're practicing finishing our own sentences. You will find out throughout the show today that sentences will not be finished due to politically correct statements. You will also find that I do not care.
Don't ever do that again, bro. I'll never want to see you do a commercial.
What's wrong with you?
Yo. Hey, y'all listen to Blast's album?
No.
No.
This
I have it
is his
downloaded.
Actual album. His first album, technically.
I bet you it sounds like every other Blast song.
Damn.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
Not necessarily a bad thing, but I already know what Blast sounds like.
You ain't got nothing to say? I haven't heard the album, so all you can does it sound the same?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's still hits. There's still hits.
That's the
but
thing. But that's the thing, though. There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, everybody has a sound.
Everyone, it's just he's out of sound. He sounds like West
Blast.
Coast.
Only the experienced know how to move between sounds fully. And in those moving sounds, they've already mastered one for so long that they move to another.
It's a mature sound
Yes.
of Blast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like it definitely sounds like Blast. It's just the beats are
The music that he prepared us for is what's in his album. So now that the album is finished, in his next sequences of stuff, he might have a whole new sound. This could
Yeah.
be
this could be like
this
that
first journey.
Yeah.
It's first trilogy.
It's like with Chris.
First trilogy.
Every album has a theme. I'm not going to say it sounds different. Every album has a theme.
Yeah.
It's
And in that, he creates a story. Or like The Weeknd.
yeah. It's an age. It's an age of sound. The Weeknd, his trilogy, they're all very, very similar. You know.
We've had this discussion.
Yeah, we've had this many times. You know, it's just I could go. What I'm saying is the Blast album. I don't have to listen to it. I listen to snippets of it, and I'm like, oh, it just sounds like Blast. You know, I'm not. It's like I'm not missing nothing, but I know it's not going to be trash. You know, so I'm like, okay.
I encourage you to listen to it. Not in a like forceful way, but like I hope you enjoy
Force him.
Yeah.
Look at you.
The thing is, I was hoping you would say, no, it's different.
You should have told him it was different.
it. No, I can't
Is
I
it the
can't
same?
use that with y'all no more.
Is it the same?
I already learned my lesson with The Weeknd. No, it's not the same. He does have all right, so
What lesson did you learn from The Weeknd?
I can't use the word is different
Why?
because y'all didn't see the difference. So if you didn't see the difference, I don't expect you guys to understand. What?
It was dead silence. So I just
Okay.
non.
So, but yeah, it's not like he. It's different, but it is Blast. Like he is right on like one part. It's Blast like his BPM and like his
It's his style.
his style, but it's just more of more higher tone beats and better lower tone beats, if that makes sense.
What are we getting different from his last project?
I feel like if he
What
goes
I
on
mean
tour,
by
I feel
that-
like if he goes on tour, majority of he would have a band because it's more of instruments, like real instruments and stuff, and he's going.
Okay, so I guess I'll ask the question again. What are we getting different from the projects? Not in terms of him going on tour, because we didn't see what he did his last tour. He could have had a band. So
Okay, well, just to let you know, he didn't.
okay, but I'm saying he could have at a certain point in time or whatever the case.
But you're
may
just
be.
saying that doesn't matter. Okay.
I'm talking about the project, the work, because the body of work can be ass, but you can put it together so well in a tour that it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So that just that's aside and apart. I'm talking about in terms of the project. Is there anything new that we have not heard from Blast? Like, oh, we got his range, or oh, he's singing more, or oh, he's showing that he can do this with beats, or oh, he's rapping on something or singing on something that he hasn't sang on before. If your answer is no, that's what he means.
Okay, then no.
It's the same. That's what he's talking about.
Okay, all right.
I've say that to artists I like. I'm like, it's still so and so. It's still this, you know?
Yeah, then
And it really just depends on if you fuck with Blast, then I could be like, it's Blast. And you're gonna be like, yeah. Like not like you shouldn't take it as a diss.
no.
You only take it as a diss if you don't like Blast. You know? That's what I'm trying to insinuate.
Okay. Then the answer to that is
It's like everybody has a niche, right? But then there's certain artists who can go, Snoop, I can talk about Crippin' one day, and then 2 years later, I can make a gospel album.
Crazy.
2 years later,
Right.
I can make a reggae album. And then I can change my name to Snoop Lion. And then change it back to Snoop Dogg. And then after that,
Oh my God,
I can
he
form
keeps
a
going.
super group with all of the OGs in California. And have a whole different sound.
without the game.
The Game was supposed to be in there.
Wasn't he?
Why would he?
No, he kind of out of his era.
Snoop, Ice Cube, Too Short,
E40.
and E40. And you want to throw the Game in there?
I felt like he was a legend of his time.
But he's a decade off of when those guys came.
Yeah, I understand. But they were still rapping though while he was rapping though.
Well, yeah,
But they already have in terms of, they already have tenure.
yeah. By the time that the Game came out, everyone already had like 5-6 albums deep.
Yeah.
Some more, some less.
He got a long way to go and a long list of people he got to beat.
Mm-hmm. You could have put Warren G in there before fucking Game.
Warren G, man,
There's a lot of people.
Put Sugar Free in there before
man, sugar free.
DJ Quick from?
Huh?
Where DJ Quick from?
Compton. Yeah. It don't matter though.
Corrupt.
But hey,
Compton.
you know what's crazy? He's actually not from Compton originally. Like he grew up in Compton, but he was originally from Philadelphia.
He
Crazy.
a Philly nigga. It's like Ice-T.
Mm-hmm. He grew up in the West Coast. That's why, you know.
He got the West Coast stamp.
Mm-hmm. He's still a West Coast artist despite him being.
I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
Like,
I'm
okay,
playing.
for example, right? We're still on the subject of Blast because I haven't heard it yet. I'm going to be honest.
I'm still on my way.
When Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers come out, we're going to hear something completely different from Damn, completely different from To Pimp a Butterfly,
Yes.
completely different from Good Kid, Mad City, completely different from Section 80.
Yeah.
It's going to be something completely
Because
different.
he's always does something completely different from his last album,
Correct.
which is very good. That takes range.
I could venture to say that Cole is in that category as well. Because there's certain sounds that he does, new sounds. It doesn't fill the entire thing, but there are new sounds where you can say he didn't do that in the album before.
Yeah, it's bits and pieces.
There's
but
bits,
it's not like,
but it's something new. You can't say. I'm not comparing it to Kendrick. I'm saying
I thought you were.
when you're comparing your bodies of work, it's like if you get it's like when Jordans drop, right? And it's the same shoe, but there's something different in that shoe that makes you want to get that shoe instead of just keep getting the same damn shoe every time. Yeah. You want to be the one that has something a little bit different, but because you stated
like Madden,
right? Exactly. There's something new in Madden that happens every year. Otherwise, it's the same damn game every time.
Yeah.
Even with the updated of the players and players leaving, it's the same game, right? But yet people buy it all the time for what? Because something new
2K,
happens. Same thing with 2K. Something is different. They have to add a new feature. If you don't add a new feature, you're just going to be that artist or that game known for that type of gameplay, and then eventually you will become an acquired taste.
So you're a game.
I'm not equating Blast to that. I'm saying in terms of what artists have to watch out for is creating the same body of work, because then people will
happened to the baby.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly.
If you create the same body of work over and over and over and over again,
and over and over and over,
people will only see you as such.
And over and over and over.
People will only see you as such. They will only make beats for you as such, because the beats that you tried to venture out and do, which the baby did,
and it was not
ass.
Good.
Full ass water. Just the ass.
We heard the album together.
Nothing else that was in the water.
And that
just
was
the behind.
That was the most waste of my time.
Yeah. It was a waste. And now look at him, swinging on all of his artists, swinging on random people for no reason. Because people want to talk. Because he's falling off.
The man who caught a case for him got punched by the baby. Crazy.
But we say all that to say, right, in terms of projects or where you go.
Yeah, I'm sorry for sidetracking.
No,
you have to be able to be. You have to be able to be new and innovative.
Yeah.
If you keep putting out the same Mustang, no one's gonna check for the Mustang. They know what it looked like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we know what that album's gonna sound like. I don't have to wait for it. You know what I'm saying? I know Pusha T's album is full of cocaine and fun. Right? I know it. I haven't even heard it yet, and I already know.
I probably won't hear it.
I know you won't. It's okay.
Yeah. Pusha T is a great example. If you like Pusha T, you're gonna like this album. If you don't, then don't bother.
Don't bother. Don't even waste your time.
Don't.
I'm not.
It's fully produced by Pharrell and Ye. So
I don't think it was fully produced by Pharrell and Ye.
I mean,
I thought
the list breakdown has Pharrell.
I thought Pharrell only
Ye
produced
and one other person.
I thought Pharrell only produced one.
I can only probably think of Mike Dean,
because Pharrell only produced one song that had Kanye drums on it. Or no, I had Kanye production, and then Pharrell put his drums on it.
I looked at the track list, bro.
But Pusha T just did an interview on Breakfast Club and talked about that.
But he might not know who all's on the thing. It literally had Pharrell on the majority of his album.
Okay.
It said Pharrell Williams, Pharrell Williams, Ye, Pharrell Williams,
because on the
one other guy and maybe two other people, but it was Pharrell.
Because Pharrell doesn't want to work with Ye. That's why I was like, I thought Ye and Mike Dean were all over it.
Well,
again, you don't have to be in the same room to produce the songs.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I thought because when on the interview when Pusha T was talking about that, how Cudi and all that, but yeah.
Anywho,
I got you.
But yeah, Blast is still relatively new, so his debut album having the same Blast sound, it's not a bad thing. Now, let's just say he drops another studio album and it sounds similar to his debut. Yeah. Then that's when it's like, And
I think the only thing that's good that I got out of that, what you guys were just talking about, it does sound different from his first album, but yet so like Blast is known, he's known for like being on hits because he has like that sound that will just kill it if someone put him on a feature and all that stuff. But then when he does his solo albums or solo projects, he ventures more into the R&B side, if you get what I'm saying, and there's more R&B stuff on there than just only hits. That's why I felt the disagreement, but it does still sound like Blast.
To me, Blast is West Coast R&B.
Oh,
If
for sure.
if you want to put, if you want to call it whatever you want, West Coast R&B, gangsta and B, whatever you want to describe what Blast is, that's what Blast is. He is a West Coast R&B / rapper. I don't know what he wants to define himself as, but
he never talks about killing people.
Well, I'm not saying that, but you know how people like to describe just West Coast as gangster. It's stupid, but that's what it is. It gives a cool West Coast feel, does it?
Yes,
exactly. So the West. That's why. Well, I say West Coast R&B. You know, that's how I do. But people will probably do, you know, call it gangsta and B or whatever.
Like Eric Bellinger. Before Blast, Eric Bellinger was like that, like sounding the same until he ventured into not sounding the same anymore. But every time you heard an Eric Bellinger song, you're like, it's in a party. It's a party song every time.
I mean, that's used to be the stigma of West Coast rap. West Coast, anything is it sounds the same, and that only people from the West Coast like it. Which is, you know, depending on how you are, it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but doesn't necessarily mean, you know, there's not an audience that wants to keep on listening to it, because no matter what, it's still going to be good to you. It's still going to be good to everyone's ears. So this is only his first album. I expected it to be the same of what he's been putting out lately. Now, when he taps into his second album, that's when it's like,
you always got
sophomore album. I definitely want to see if it changes or not.
Sophomore albums are really a make and break if you keep it a buck, because like this man Roddy Ricch was on top of the world.
I was gonna bring up that Roddy Ricch project from his first to second one,
because the first one, untouchable. Like every song is played. Like you can run through that album through and through, and everybody can agree with that, because everybody was mad that he didn't get a Grammy. But the second one, like how people.
The question is, did the second one sound anything similar to the first one?
No. That's the other crazy part. And
when you take a leap.
Yeah, but it wasn't a leap. Like, I think what he went wrong, and I don't know if this was right or wrong. I don't know if he actually did this or not. But what it sounded like is when he did Late at Night, right? And everybody was fucking with that song so tough that he tried to base that album basically off that vibe. And then when he did rap, it didn't, like when he did do like hard tracks, it wasn't hard. He was saying a whole lot of nothing.
And you know, it's funny. Sometimes the single helps the commercial crowd to get the vibe of the album.
So yeah, that set the tone for the album. But like, I feel like that's the other thing. When I feel like when people release singles, it like I personally don't like singles, because sometimes like people could get like expected to sound like this, or if they hear the album, it doesn't sound like because I've heard singles and I listen to an album and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This album is terrible, but this song is fire. So I think that people should just release their projects, and I think that's cool too if they do singles, which probably just let people know that I'm releasing like an album soon. But like for his case, I feel like he did that to see if like what the vibe was and went off that vibe, because a lot of his shit was soft and people didn't fuck with that. I fuck with when Roddy Ricch does his like Little Young Thug shit, or I like when he tries to sing on the track and all that stuff. That's fine with me, but a lot of people don't like that too much, because Roddy Ricch has a lot of hard songs that are just like hard songs, like just straight rap, and he's just on his hook, killing the beat, on the hook, killing the beat, and all that stuff. Like people fuck with that. But on this term, like he tried to do that, and when he was on the hard tracks, it was just like
just didn't hit.
Yeah, it was just like I was just like, nah, skip. Like, you know, it was just skip. Didn't know I was gonna be doing that, but I liked it, but I didn't like it like as much as the first one.
It's crazy how you bring up singles, because now I'm gonna wrap this around. When I dropped off with Kendrick Lamar before To Pimp a Butterfly, what was your initial thoughts when I dropped?
Loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
Well, the thing is, some people didn't like it.
I was.
They were kind of confused on like what's going on here? You know, there was a
But it
mixed
fit
crowd.
perfectly into Pimp a Butterfly.
But it's like when you listen to Pimp, I think the song got better once you listen to the whole album. So that's why I'm like, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, sometimes,
but
you know,
he probably
you want
finished
that
the album,
you want it to
and
be
then
secret.
Did the single?
Well, I feel like a lot of I don't know. I feel like the project's already done. It's just okay. I gotta pick a
But
single.
remember, Late at Night came out like a year before the album came out. So
It doesn't mean that the songs were already done. It could have just got remastered and things like that.
but a year. I think he probably went off that. That's what I'm saying. What the album sounded like, he went off that vibe too much, and probably forgot where, where to land the rapping side of him.
Well, Clutch, you got a little bit more insight on this than any of this. What do you think about singles just dropping?
Well,
the
nowadays
strategic planning.
now singles are the standard,
Mm-hmm.
not an album. Unfortunately, people don't have the attention span to listen to an entire album full through and through. So most of the time, people will flood the socials with multiple singles. Russ's case in point.
Mm-hmm.
Single after single after single after single after
Tory
single
Lane, same thing.
after single. Tory Lane, single after single after single, until people were like, "Oh, these people are actually good. They're putting out content all the time. They don't have to be backed by the label." And then they keep putting out singles and singles and singles, and then they put an album out, and then 20 more singles, and then half those singles that they put out are in that album. They just keep replaying the same sets of songs. Then you think they have a lot of songs, but it's the same
You know who used to do that? I
stuff.
HBK.
Because it's the standard. That's literally how you just get more streams over the same song. Like Fetty Wap's song got big 4 years after the song came out, and that was just one of the songs. And then all those rest songs that were 1, 2 year, 3 year out were now making money and now moving because people finally saw what it is because he kept pushing the same 4 songs. So it just really kind of goes in the circle of what if you have label backing and you're already signed, then they'll push a few singles out to get people to get interested, to let the audience know, okay, this artist that you guys love, I'm back and we're gonna do it. Cool. And then you start getting commercial songs because that's the face of the label at that time. When you're part of a label, a new face can come at any point, and then it's like they say a label and a bank are essentially the same. They both give you loans to figure out what you want to do with it. One has a team, the other one doesn't. So if you just go to a bank and say, "Hey, I need a loan for this," and they'll give you a $200,000-$300,000 loan because you're running your business, which is what you would be doing as a label, and then you run everything, the marketing, the all that stuff all the way through, instead of a team that you have to pay all this money for. Your stuff has to get approved through them. If they don't like it, a bunch of white people, if they don't like it or whatever, then go back and do it again. So now they're messing with your creative craft, and it's this whole big giant circle. So if you just keep putting singles out, then they get big on TikTok, then they become nice on whole social medias. Then you give them an album full of hits. It's a whole new. It's going to be different. I'll bet maybe 1 or 2 songs off of Kendrick's album is going to be like one of them TikTok things, because it's not like you can tell which ones are their albums aren't meant for that. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever his first single is going to be, like it'll probably break the internet, but not in the way we think. It's not going to go viral. Dances are going to come out of nowhere. Yeah. It's not. People are just going to have a whole bunch of reaction videos for like 2 weeks, like they did with Family Ties, and then move on. So it's really kind of it's all about perspective. Yeah. Really, how you put it out and things like that, or you do small little sound packs, little 4 or 5 songs or whatever, so that they're not full bodies of work, but people can actually listen to multiple songs instead of one song back to back to back. Yeah. Now, my next question to both of y'all is, what consists, if you maintain majority of producing credits on an album, how many tracks is it out of 12 before it becomes solely his?
To become solely his?
To become an album that is produced majority by one person. How many tracks?
Out of 12, I would say at least 5.
Oh, 7. 8 maybe of Pharrell alone.
I thought it was just only him in one song.
First one, Brambleton, Pharrell. Second one, Pharrell. Third one, Kanye West. Fourth one, Pharrell. Oh, don't you leave. Oh, fuck. Stop!
The third one's Kanye.
The third one is Kanye,
Sounds
yes.
like a Kanye track.
The fifth one,
I thought it was just Pharrell in one song.
Kanye. The sixth one, Kanye in 88. Actually, the fifth one is Kanye and somebody else, too. The seventh one, Cudi and Kanye. Eighth one, Pharrell. Ninth one, Pharrell. 10th one, Kanye, Bugs, Luca, Thy Mind, Pharrell, number 11. And number 12, Kanye West and Labyrinth.
Okay.
So you would say Kanye West and Pharrell produced the album.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like I said, I thought it was just one song.
And one of those songs, Kanye West and Pharrell produced
I said that part already.
together.
I said that part. That they needed Pharrell's drums on it because he sampled 1+1 from Beyonce, and they needed like a drum. So,
Yeah.
and then they call it Pharrell for it.
So, boom. He got the majority of the album. You told me you didn't. Get out of here.
I literally said I
I
thought he was only one because only Pusha explained one.
That's all he needed to. You probably didn't even listen to it all the way. You probably said Pharrell executive produced this album.
I only listened to how far the clip took me.
So you didn't even go into detail. You just coming over here with false with hearsay.
Went on Twitter, saw it.
Heretic.
Yeah, heretic. Hang him.
I'll never watch a Pusha T music interview.
Yeah, exactly, but here you go, watching it before me, before I.
On Twitter, it's a clip.
You sure you don't want to go to this concert?
Pusha T? Mm-hmm. No.
We finna get active. It's finna get crazy.
Good luck.
I'm gonna be chilling. Is it outside?
Nah, it's in the venue.
So we inside chilling. I'll be sitting down the whole time vibing like this.
Coked out.
No, Michelle. First of all, I don't even do coke. So
Watch yourself, buddy.
yeah, watch it. Okay, before I throw you out of here.
Get out of here, see?
Skedaddle.
Why do they do that?
Who? Oh,
They fix their lips and do that. They do skedaddle.
skedaddle. I'm gonna get out of here. Scram.
Where
I'm gonna call the police.
they tuck in their lips like this. What are you saying about me?
I'm gonna call the police. Do it.
What?
Go ahead.
Do it. Who you
My
gonna call?
dad owns
Officer?
Microsoft. He's gonna fucking ban your ass.
Oh, he's gonna ban you, huh? He's gonna ban me.
I heard
say,
something
bro.
different.
When you go out here banging,
I heard, I'm going to bang your ass. That's what I
you
heard.
out here getting
I'm
banged.
like, yo!
That's a tech. Who said that? Me?
No, I thought I heard ban.
I heard me.
bang.
Oops.
Oops a daisy.
Yeah. Hey,
B. You see?
See, yeah, look at you.
yeah. See,
What, bro? You was about to say something, bro.
I was about to ask.
What's
y'all
the
something.
deal?
At one point, what is the sign for you to fall back on a shorty you're talking to? When do
I
what?
never fall back.
Yo, man, you can give a straight
I
face.
never fall back. I go after what I want.
All right, Batman, relax, bro. Just answer it right.
Why did he have to scream out Rachel's name like that? On me, bro. Like, Rachel. Like, bro, you could have naturally said her name. Like,
Don't save me, save her.
I know your voice is just I know your throat's done.
Smoking.
You feel me though? I know your throat hurts. I know it
hey,
hurts.
That is a great question.
Like, bro. Also, we'll get back into this question of when you know it's a good time to fall back. Also, I hate in movies, right? Because it needs to be said. Why do niggas scream before they throw a punch or like a sneak attack?
Oh, I don't know. Like,
Why do niggas scream on a sneak attack? It's a sneak attack. They go like this. They jump off the top of something. They jump off the top of a cliff or something over a little steep thing. Ah! Why did you do that? Now it gives me time to hear. Where's that screaming coming from? And I turn around and I go, I turn around and I go, oh, poof.
Yeah,
but you know what's worse though? Is the movies are just like this, and you go,
and they just turn around and they're like,
it's the bats. Like, bro.
You don't shoot this man.
honestly, if a sneak attack would just be a sneak attack, that would be so much doper.
Right.
And also, I'm like, oh shit.
You know, used to make fun of that in movies, Austin Power movies, because he would be like, Keto chop, or Kudo chop, like he'll announce his attack, and then like judo chop, and like they won't turn around, bro. And I'm like, he emphasized on that,
right? Because like I'm really confused, you know.
That's funny. Sneak attack is not a sneak attack no more at that point.
It's not. It's never a sneak attack.
I'm here.
If anybody runs up on me and makes noise, and I didn't move,
stop.
Right.
I have a gun. I'm going to shoot you with it.
Right.
You're not going to do that, John.
Yeah, you're not going to do that, John.
Where's that from?
DC and John Jones in an interview.
You're not going to do that, John.
He said,
I'm going to get.
I wish the cameras weren't on. Otherwise, I'd go over there and spit on your face. And then John's sitting there and he's like,
if you spit in my face, I will kill you.
But he took so long, though. Like, he literally was like, did he just say what? If you spit in my face, I will utterly kill you. He's like, you're not going to kill me, John. No. I'm not going to beat you. I'm going to kill you. If you actually...
You're not going to do that, John.
You're not going to do that, John. You're not going to do that, John. You're not going to kill me, John.
Were they joking?
No. John was for real serious. The moment he said, I'm going to spit on you, he said, I wish the cameras weren't rolling so I'll walk over there and spit on your face. That's what DC said. And then John Jones flipped. He was very calm. And that's why I knew, he's going to win. Because he literally was like, bro, if you spit on me, bro, like I would have to kill you.
I will end you.
Anybody who don't give a fuck.
He didn't.
Like him.
He didn't.
Yeah, that's scary.
He didn't. I think, honestly, they had to get rid of him. I honestly believe. He was too much of a problem. He was too much of a problem, bro.
What do you mean by that?
Like in terms of a fighter standpoint.
Yeah.
Like
he's a little too reckless.
Nah, he was just like, bro, if you think about John Jones, like, okay,
Coke.
Israel Adesanya is one thing. He's a style bender. He's been doing this for a while. Like, he's just really skilled. But John Jones, bro, nobody was beating him.
Facts.
I don't think anybody still is beating this man.
With
because
or without Coke.
This man adapts so easily.
There's only been close fights, but even then, you catch him in the second. You don't get a second fight with John Jones and almost win.
Right, because he did fight that one dude twice, right? The one that because the first time he hyperextended his elbow and almost lost.
I understand. Alexander Gustav.
And that one was a crazy one because he lifted him up off the ground, and that's when his arm was like getting extended. He put it down, and he had to finish the fight with Loki like one arm, and still won.
Yeah, that was the closest fight that he lost in my eyes. But the second fight,
no contest, easy dub. Nobody's beating John Jones. I don't care what anybody says.
That's why you get a second fight with him, you're probably gonna lose, guarantee.
He's too smart. His fight IQ. And it's just too big. It's crazy. It's like when people thought Kimbo was nice until they realized he has no stamina.
He got tired. I watched The Ultimate Fighter. That man got put in a crucifix. And he couldn't move. And it's not like he was knocked out or anything. It's just like they had to stop the fight because it's like, dude, you're just gonna get punched the whole match and lose.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you got a chin doesn't mean you can just stand there.
It's all about stamina, but being smart about how you use your energy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because just like how you saw that 30-second fight that we was watching, that 30-second fight, he got rocked in the beginning. But that dude used all his energy in the beginning. Man, put his hand out, bro, and waited. He literally waited and was like, got him.
Opening.
Boom. Done. He didn't want to fight anymore. Have you ever got hit so hard you don't want to fight anymore? He didn't want to fight anymore. I'll bet you he could have stood up and actually fought. But he thought about it and was like, I don't want to get rocked like that again. I'm good.
He got knocked so hard he forgot the game plan. Of the
He
fight.
forgot.
That's probably why he's like, yo, what am I supposed to do again?
Exactly. Speaking of fighters. Speaking of fighting, I know you saw the video of Mike Tyson on a plane.
I didn't watch the video, but I hear everybody's reaction.
Just
when can people have like respect for
Stop
celebrities
messing with celebrities. Look, bro,
and then want to play victim?
it's ridiculous.
he is a fighter, and you over here antagonizing somebody who has a short fuse.
Not just that. This man constantly says, I still have demons in my life.
Right.
That is trying to cope with his own mental health. And here you are being belligerent with him. At first, he was cool, but you stepped over his boundaries too much. Where, hey, hands
This is
have
like,
to be laid.
did you see that show with Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes?
No, I haven't.
Dang.
I heard, you told me about it. I remember.
It's a really good movie. I mean, show.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah, it's crazy. Bruh, that ending of that is crazy.
Don't even, he got to see it. It's pretty dope. I'm not going to say anything. All I'm going to say is like, I feel like people don't respect celebrities, I think, solely
But please watch
because
it.
they have money.
Yeah.
So they,
you know what my dad said, bro? That kind of like, I was surprised. Like to go alongside what you're saying. I was like, bro, why are they like? Who makes these paparazzis feel like they can just like pull up on anybody, or like people can just pull up to any celebrity and be like that to them? Like there's personal space and all that. Like that's fucked up. And then he says, "Hey, they signed up for it when they became famous."
they did. They did.
No, you could be.
That's part of the thing. However, it's how you move because people like Cole,
Kendrick's
Hell.
still getting pulled over by cops as we
hell,
speak.
even Drake, to be honest, because he's not in the limelight.
Yeah, Drake is pretty good at.
Beyonce, Jay-Z, Diddy. I'm only naming, people who we really don't see. I can name
Who are way more rich than
hundreds of
other
people who are way more rich.
Yeah.
They signed up to be that because that's the route they chose. Like, if Kanye just falled back, he wouldn't be in the limelight. People wouldn't care.
You wouldn't.
Well, that's what he's doing now, though. So that's
But if he walks down the street, people are going to care. I'm talking, I probably guarantee Kendrick can walk down the street and people wouldn't know it was him.
trying to picture Kendrick
Cole,
walking.
Cole drives bikes through New York, so people are like, oh, there's Cole right there. Andre 3000. Oh, there's Andre.
Just chilling in the subway
Chilling.
playing the flute.
There's no
Peruvian
paparazzis.
flute.
There's none of that. It's because, see, I honestly think that Kim Kardashian is not the only person who calls paparazzi and tells them where they're going to be. I think it's an honest, because pictures are everywhere, right? People's cell phones are everywhere now. So the paparazzi business is a little bit harder to maintain. So these people have to have this has to be either a side job or they're hired by somebody, which means, A, you want to take all my pictures, professional pictures, instead of an iPhone, because we're going to be at night. Hey, you want to take a couple of pictures, yada, 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 I'll pay you $5,000 or a percentage of what's at the club door.
I know DJ Khaled did it as a joke to make fun of him. And he did it for his that album he did with when he was on that random like killing Snapchat stuff. You remember he used to be like, "Oh no, it's the paparazzi, chill." Like he was doing that as a joke. So I know people do that.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's the ones that you see in the limelight.
That do it serious.
Yeah, the ones you constantly see and people want tabloids and information.
That's why Blake Griffin stopped dating Kendall. Or was it Ben that stopped dating Kendall?
Whatever the case may be, I think they both, whatever the case may be, that's the realm that they're in. That's their lifestyle. That's the lane that they've chose in terms of celebrity. But there's thousands of celebrities. That's why they're just like us. And I think that's where people get it misconstrued. Just because we see them on a big screen. It's like the people who,
Why is it that?
because it's the people who,
It's how you value someone.
yeah.
Because
it's
like
how
if I
people
see
value
Travis Scott
life.
or Drake, bro, I'm
People-
sweating.
People
bro.
value
Why?
People.
I'm like,
well,
yo, I
people
listen to
value
music every
your
day.
wealth to that extreme. If you see someone wealthy, you're like, I want to be like this guy and get that much wealth. So they automatically view him at a higher pedestal than yourself.
But like I don't get the same excitement. But like let's say I'm out and about and I see one of y'all like and it wasn't playing. I'm like, what the like? I'm happy. I'm like, I don't know why I get like that. I just realized that.
You're happy to see people. But I guess in a term of a celebrity, though,
Status.
you would.
My
I
palms
guess
would be
it
sweaty.
would
I
be,
would not know what to say to Drake if I saw him.
Hello,
If I was bartending, he was like, "Yo, let me get in Manhattan." I would have been like,
Got you.
"Quit."
Because what goes in your head, why are you here?
Yeah.
Why are you here? Your status is so much above me.
Like, why are
Like,
you
why
in the
here?
same
I
facility?
bet you that's
as
how
me?
you kind of
why
think, right?
is it that when you
Like,
have
why am I
a
breathing the
certain
same air as
level?
you?
Okay, so here's my thing though. For what? Why is that reason? Because he has so much money? Because of who he is?
I mean, he is rich, but it's not because of that. Because like I listen to that nigga's music and I argue with niggas about his music. Or,
He's an international superstar. He goes here, he
yeah.
goes there, he tours everywhere. People go out to see him.
Yeah.
Basically.
And
so
but-
that's all
yeah.
part of this whole status of being a celebrity.
Yeah,
Is like
okay.
people are out there starting to like go find him and take a picture with him. So that's why that perspective, you know,
Like I'm not asking Drake for $10. I'm saying like if I
You see Vince Staples walking down the street, you get the same reaction,
man, hell yeah, bro.
but he doesn't have the same status. Not even
Doesn't.
close.
But I
Not
listen
even
to
close.
his music all the time. Like I'm talking about the people who I fuck with tough that I would tell people to go listen to.
So you're telling me you saw Pusha T walk down the street?
I'll be like, oh shit, that's Pusha T. That's it.
it's Lance Stevenson and H&M in Vegas.
Like, yeah, if I saw Lance Stevenson
I saw
in
him.
Vegas, I would have been like, that's Lance Stevenson.
That's what I did.
You'd have been like, "That's Jordan," and you would have took a picture.
Yeah, you would have.
On me, you would have took a picture
With Lance Stevenson.
because Lance Stevenson looks like me.
How do you know what I would do when I literally just
I know
told you what I'm going
because
to
I
do?
know you.
You don't
didn't
know
see
me
him.
then.
You
What
didn't
the
see him.
fuck? I don't like Lance Stevenson. That's the crazy
it's not
thing
about
about
the
it.
fact of Lance Stevenson. It's the fact that Lance Stevenson looks like me. And it would have been a really funny joke
shit
for you to take a picture of you and Lance Stevenson
what's crazy?
and send it back and be like, "Hey, look, Jordan,
It's you.
You were in Vegas." And then I would have been like, "Wow."
There was a guy I posted and sent it on Twitter. To
See?
you remember? And he was in the car and I was like, "Hey, yo, Jordan!" And he looked out the window and I took a picture. You remember I sent it to you?
How long ago was this?
This was
vaguely remember, but
This was like a year and a half ago, probably,
then
or
no.
a year ago. You thought it was hilarious.
oh, you did. And
Yeah,
it was
he
like
had the
somebody who
glasses
didn't
on.
look like him at all. Yeah, because it wasn't me, right?
No, it
yeah,
wasn't.
Yeah,
And I was like, "Yo, Jordan, what is this?" And it wasn't you, but you were like, "How'd you get this?" And I was like, I yelled out Jordan, and he turned out. He looked out the window, or because I was like, "Hey, Jordan,
Imagine his name being Jordan as
hey,
well.
Jordan."
no, that's the bull.
But my thing is, I was saying Jordan for like a good minute, like at a stoplight, and then he finally turned around and looked, and then I was like, because he drove past, and I was like,
Look at you.
You're not the
part of
Jordan I know.
You're part of the problem.
he's not a
I'd be
celebrity.
mad as hell if I
He's a
turn
regular
around.
nigga.
And you're like, who is this guy calling?
Somebody taking pictures of me.
What do you want? What do you want?
Right.
What do you want?
I'm chasing. Pick you up.
Shaking his pockets.
Yeah.
Give me
I shake out 37 cents.
Hey, why do old people got a bunch of keys in their pocket?
Come on, don't disrespect old people. You're not going, because you're not going to disrespect them like that. Because honestly, they really are harmless. It's just what they do, okay? You have to make fun of what they do, not for what they, because there's this
But
guy.
why do they got a bunch of keys in their pocket?
Because there's this guy named Joe. He 97 years old, I know. I ain't trying to put him on blast, you know what I'm saying?
He ain't gonna be on social media.
So 97-year-old Joe, right? First of all, this man crazy because sometimes in the pool room that we have, right, boom, there's two TVs right there and we have it on sports. One's on sports and one's on news. Sometimes the cheerleading or gymnastics comes on and the other old men have to come to us and be like, bruh, can y'all change the channel because Joe is not focusing. We walk in the room. It's just a little short man. Just locked in, bro. 97, locked in. Looking at the screen. 2 weeks ago, I got 2 other coworkers walking in for the parking lot. Hey, Jordan, is anybody here on a Toyota Camry? I said, why? He said, because the car's been running. I said, which car? I go outside. It smells like gas. The parking lot is big. It smells like gas, just full of gas. And I'm like, I go see what car it is. It's Joe, 97. It's Joe. He had been there since 8. By the time they told me, it was 11:30. His car's been running for 3.5 hours. I come walking in the room. He over eating an orange. Joe. He go eating an orange. I said, Joe.
He parked his car.
I said, give me your keys, Joe. Your car's been running for like 3.5 hours. It has.
Give him his keys. His keys should be in the ignition.
They weren't. It was a push to start.
And it just keeps running when you
His
leave?
does. His did.
It wasn't out of range yet.
Yeah, it wasn't out of range.
But he was in the lobby just
It
chilling.
for sure was a push to start.
That's funny.
Because when I asked for his keys, in fact, he had the keys in his hand. So
That's crazy. You
unlocked
didn't even
it,
think that was
opened the door,
weird.
Opened the door and he's like, this is the second time. He's so funny. I said one time, what's up, Joe? How you doing? Just peachy. That's exactly how he says to me. Or, how you doing, brother?
Oh, man. Old people are funny, bro.
I got stories, bro.
A lot of old people stories.
I asked one of them one time, like, as you get older, and you become single, you know what I'm saying? What age range are you looking at? Like, what is attractive to you? Like, you're 70. Are other 70-year-old men looking nice to you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are your eyes like, dang, I'd go for me one of them?
You asked the older woman?
I did. And she said that at that point, it wasn't about looks. It was about connection.
So I was right.
But I said,
Who the fuck was it?
so you gonna get like an ugly gentleman? That's what you're saying? It don't really matter. He'll be old, wrinkly, just looking crazy. She was like, no. And I said, so it does play a factor. She was like, I mean, it does. And I'm like, okay. Don't lie to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I just wanted a regular answer. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to know, what are you looking at? And
But she
what
said
is your
connection
age?
first.
But she did say connection, but looks does play a part.
Looks is a little bit down the totem pole now.
Yeah.
Yes. For her anyway. It's not for all, because some of these ladies will honestly say significantly younger. Like, the old women, when like me or Will walk in, or like some of the security guards, they stop what they doing.
Shout out Will.
Yeah, shout out my homie Will. Like, mans used to have his keys right here in the front.
Keys, told you.
And it'd be loud. Jingling right in front. Yeah, Will's younger than me, so he just
Keys.
did his thing. And ladies just be enamored. They be looking dead at it. They told our other coworkers, we love when Will be here with his keys. They ran in the front, bruh. Will, when they told Will was like, no more keys. He put them joints away. I just say, yo, these ladies is wild, bruh.
Needs a lanyard.
Yeah, they wild. They're wild. Because they'll say something. Because they have, they can. Ladies can say whatever. Old ladies, they can say whatever. Old men, creepy. It's disgusting. Don't say that.
going with all that dick?
Yeah.
It didn't get me any.
Okay.
That TikTok video?
I don't know what video
Oh,
that is.
man. Old people are crazy.
But I'm saying, like, when an old man does it, it's nasty. It's weird.
Yeah, no one likes it.
Old lady does it, it's like, that's...
You old.
Yeah, you old.
You're just joking.
Yeah, it's a joke. You know what I mean?
She probably like, I'm dead serious, nigga.
And then you scream. What do you say? Because you can't disrespect. You can't disrespect an elder. Can't disrespect.
Get out the way, lady.
Right. Get out the way.
Move.
sorry.
I love the senior. I love the senior community. I'm gonna be like Killer Mike one day and rap for him.
What the fuck?
You don't remember that episode? He was on Vice City and he rapped for a senior center.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He did not hold back either. And then the seniors was really impressed. Like, I was kind of confused. I'm like, yo, you was talking about all the stuff they went through, bro. Like,
The
you
Great
talking
Depression.
you talking about what they was doing at their 20s. It's kind of disrespectful, honestly.
You weren't there.
One of them was like, why all the cussing? And he had to explain himself. And Killer Mike is very, he's an intellect. So I'm pretty sure he eloquently explained why. As long as you have a reason why. If you just say, I don't know what else to say, I don't take you seriously as a writer.
So even then, all you had to say is it's part of my vocabulary.
Right.
You know,
That's all you can say, really.
that's all you can really say. It's part of my vocabulary. But if you say I don't know what else to say, it makes you look
Dumb.
Part of my vocabulary.
Look at you. You should learn a new word every day. Use it in a sentence.
Hypothesis.
Okay, if you didn't know what that word was prior to this moment, that wasn't in your bag before,
Plethora.
again,
Peel down on the pulled pork. Pusha P.
are you eating gold if it's served to you? Like on a pizza, steak,
No.
gold flakes.
gold flakes?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not eating something that's gold.
Why not?
Don't want to eat gold.
What if gold was known to have specific properties in it that would allow the human to become better? Got him.
Only reason why I
He's
want to
eating the gold.
only
If it
reason,
makes me feel better, and
He's
eat
eating
better.
gold.
then
only
yeah.
reason why I want to eat gold because that shit expensive.
You said why you wouldn't?
Yeah, but if they served it and like, oh, it's part of it, I'm like, okay, sure.
I'm eating some gold flakes.
If it was like a $58 meal, I'll cop.
What's the most you'll spend on a one meal?
The most I've ever spent, or the most I will.
I said
spend?
the most that you will spend right now at this moment, because you can't be like, I'll spend $10,000. You never get that chance. I'm talking about right now. I'm not saying in general. I'm just saying like, nah. You know, you get what I mean. Like, no one's gonna be spending $10,000.
139.
What's 139?
That's such a random.
What's
difference.
that?
139.
That's how
is the
much
most
you're willing to spend right now.
on a meal. Yeah,
Why not just an even 150?
139.
$11 more.
You just asked me, and then
Okay, all right.
you know, I gave you an answer, and I said
That includes
139.
tip.
Oh, if I'm tipping, then it will total up to 165. Or
Wow, $40 tip.
you know how much you're spending on
I don't know what you're buying.
some expensive.
You
meat.
can buy $100 worth of meat. I'm not giving you a $40 tip for the meat I just bought.
Hey, yo, full circle, full circle.
I want meat.
Hey, yo, it's Spuddy and
I want
hey, yo,
meat.
it's
All the
Spuddy and
meat.
Friends.
I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, $60 right now.
Right now, that's the highest you'll spend.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yo, what are you buying? What are you buying?
Huh?
What are you buying?
It'd probably be like lobster or some shit like that, or
Dog, there's a Wagyu
hey,
steak right now
go to-
that you could get
go
for
to-
$60.
or go to the steakhouse or some shit like that.
That's the most you'll spend right now.
Yeah.
He said, I don't have to eat good.
I don't.
What about you?
Not right now. Not with my funds. No.
Okay.
You know, you say right now, and that's
Right
how
now,
much I'm
right
willing
now.
to pay for right now.
Probably two.
You know.
200?
Just myself. Only because I know whatever I buy as a plate probably won't be that expensive, but the drink might.
Oh, I'm not getting a drink if I'm spending 139.
Oh, I have to have a beverage.
You have to, bro.
I'll get a Manhattan before.
This man gonna get water.
I
get one.
Because honestly, I've noticed that like
I ordered a Manhattan with a very expensive steak recently.
I just know that there's like certain scotches and whiskeys that cost like a grip, but there's a reason why. I feel like certain drinks and
how they're
alcohols, yeah. But then I've had some pretty crazy ones because when I went down to the what?
No, go ahead.
When I went down to the Bahamas and I bought this little rum that was aged for like 10 years and they put a sugar cane in it, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it was called the Panty Dropper, bro. I think you've seen it. I think I still have it, bro.
Yeah.
One hit of those, one shot of that.
Mm-hmm.
They put the sugar cane in the bottle after
It was still there.
aging.
The sugar cane was still there.
Interesting.
It was wild.
Rum's made out of sugar cane, so they just
Yes.
added more sugar cane.
Yes. And it wasn't even sweet. Like, it wasn't.
That's
like
crazy.
It was not overbearingly sweet at all.
Wow.
That joint was nuts. And when I tell you one shot, you see how big I am. One shot, yeah, I was like, oh, I don't need anymore.
We probably didn't cut it.
I'm good. I was like, I'm good. There's whiskeys that are like that where they literally advise you to put like 2-3 drops of water in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's so it's so harsh, like, and it burns. And I have had that joint, and I'm like, bruh, the amount of water that I put in there, I was like, I'm gonna have to put more. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, and you just slow. And I'm like, this is
So
hitting.
crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, it's
What
wild.
we doing after that?
Right. I swear to drunk, I'm not God. You know what I'm saying? Like,
First drink, already acting up.
done. So.
Where's your shirt? I don't know.
That's funny. You guys ready for Doctor Strange?
I'm very excited. I already bought my ticket.
Oh, wow. Thanks for including us. There he goes again, dude. You know what? End the pod,
There
bro.
he goes, and we are out.
I'm joking. I didn't buy it
You
yet.
did.
Y'all want to watch it together?
No,
though?
you did, bro.
I swear to God, I didn't.
Why'd you say that then?
Just to see his reaction.
That's stupid.
He says shit when I talk about anime that pisses me off. Why can't I just fuck with him?
What did I say about anime?
He
that
started
pisses you
it.
off? No, I
Look
didn't.
at him like that. Don't look at me.
What
I'm gonna look at you like that.
what did I say about anime that pissed you off?
There was a very legendary One Piece episode that just happened. Brought tears to my eyes. And I was
Wow.
like, man, great episode. And you shitted on it.
Well, there's the difference though. He doesn't watch it, so it shouldn't offend you. When he's
Yeah, but I
obviously
forget he
trolling.
doesn't watch it. I forget he
But we
doesn't
all
watch it.
watch Doctor Strange, so that is very, very believable what you just said.
You can't compare under the skin moments.
What?
What did you
Got under
just
my
say?
skin, so I got under his skin real quick.
You're not on my skin there, buddy.
Yeah, you did. In the pod.
I wasn't. Hearsay, Your Honor.
Hashtag he's lying, Your Honor.
Hearsay.
No, but I'm trying to see that movie. I'm very excited. But I feel like it's going to be more about WandaVision, too. And I feel like people are not going to like that part. Not WandaVision. You know,
No, I don't.
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
I mean, she's part of the movie, bro.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it was, like, from the looks of it, it looks pretty, like, simple what Doctor Strange has to do. But I feel like there's going to be, like, a bigger purpose for Wanda or Scarlet Witch. I think it's going to be more.
We
Yeah,
will
I think
see.
it's going to be more.
We will see.
I didn't watch Morbius, so I'm proud of that. So,
You're proud of not seeing a movie?
Yeah.
How dare you? It's the third
Hey,
time,
you seen Morbius?
and it was a 10 out of 10.
You saw it?
It was a 10 out of 10.
For what? What was the like?
The purpose of watching Morbius?
You liked it?
Yes. It was a 10 out of 10.
Did you like it?
I didn't watch it.
All right, cool. Because you're a real fan.
What do you mean I'm a real fan? He's a real fan and I'm not. I am a Marvel fan.
Are you?
Did you watch Morbius? Because clearly you're not.
I'm not watching Morbius.
Why not?
Every Marvel fan ain't watching Morbius. Bro.
You can't speak on every.
You
Marvel
can't speak on him.
All right, you're right.
Look at you.
So every
Again.
real nigga.
Wow. Tyrese was in that movie.
Yeah, I know he was.
He real.
Left cheek.
I hate both of you.
Transformers.
Double take.
That's a tech. Here's a second tech. I didn't see that damn movie.
That's why. That's why I hit you with a double take.
Oh man.
This guy's over here. You seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, fool.
No, bro. No, he's like, you're not a real Marvel fan. I'm like,
How did that happen?
and I'm just mad because I'm like, he's really going on with this damn I've seen Morbius. Like, fuck both of you.
Hey man,
Y'all
you got me.
y'all some trash.
And then he just talked about it too. And he was like, he trolls me. I'm about to get his ass again.
With anime.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I got it with Marvel. Get him out of here, bro.
I mean, only anime I feel like dumb about that. That is easier to lie about, but with anime.
About anime? How was it?
No, I'm talking about when you talk about anything other than anime. I can fall into those traps. But with anime, I forget. I'm like, oh, I forgot he doesn't watch it. Like, you've watched some. You finished some. I'm saying. Like,
Many. I have.
Anywho. Y'all never answered my question.
What question?
I asked about when is the right time to fall back, and
That's good. Thank you for the call back for that.
I was letting it slide, but
You're gonna have to explain.
like, at what moment do you realize you're putting more energy into something than the other person?
If you feel like that, go out.
I'm saying, like,
But
when do you realize that?
You just realized it.
When you realize it.
Yeah, I realized it.
Oh, okay.
Then there you go.
Yeah,
Now, if you didn't know, you would never ask that question.
but I'm saying, like,
You talking about who
but,
we talking
like,
about?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, when like you think back on it, then you're like, damn, I should have, you know what I'm saying? I should have been like started like itching out.
Growth.
Yeah.
Not everybody opens their eyes at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody learns to walk at the exact same time.
True.
Everybody's path is different.
Yeah. I just
Everybody
don't.
can tell you what it is, but you have to be able to see it for yourself. Otherwise, you don't believe it.
From my perspective, I just don't like. Like, yeah, like, no one likes to look dumb or anything, but I don't like when people play dumb and it just more so makes you look at yourself like, are you dumb or are you crazy? You know? So you always keep it to yourself, and then you realize you're like, bro, I wasn't tripping. Like, realizing like I put too much of my time and energy into this more than that person. It's like almost I want to see it through than that other person. Then why the fuck am I here? I'm not upset. I'm just saying, like, why the hell am I here?
Do you feel like you clouded your own judgment with positivity?
Clouding my own judgment with positivity? No,
Yeah.
because I'm okay with what the outcome was. I'm not. forcing anything.
But you're so adamant saying it's gonna work, but then you're not realizing the flaws and things like that.
I was doing it because I was hoping it would work, not saying, oh, it has to work, because like.
So you knew it wasn't working, but you had the hope that it would change, and then it didn't.
No,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if it was or wasn't going to work. I was convinced. I convinced myself how everything was, how I viewed it as during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Was like,
No,
you're like this could be something for real. And
it's similar. A similar situation. I just went through. I just had the hope of going through with it. Then
when it reaches to that point where it's fun until it wasn't.
Well, on the other end, on the other party, they realized it, and we sat down about it. And I was honest, and I was just like, you know what, I did hope that something will change. Has the change happened yet? No, but I was hoping that eventually it would change. And sometimes the hope, you hoping for something and it's still not changing, is not enough at that moment.
Yeah,
that sometimes you both need to step back, because sometimes you need the results now rather than the results later. That's how some people move. Some people want the results now and want the commitment now, compared to someone who, which was on my boat, was hoping for the results to eventually get there.
Yeah. On my side, like, my point of view of it, when I get to that point, it's not necessarily like the door is closed, but I'm definitely like done trying if that person is. I'm not like fuck it.
The door is closed.
I'll cut it off. But it's like the door's not closed, but like it's like, if you're done with it, I'm done.
I'll go with this.
I'm not
no,
holding on
the
to
door
it.
is closed, but if the other person knocks, you open the door.
Facts. Yeah, definitely.
But you unlocking some other doors.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Like,
Nigga.
no, not like I'm not.
I know. I'm just being.
Because
funny.
like,
Yeah.
because like I was at a point. I was definitely like at a point where, in my head, that I was like, and I'm still like that because I mean, I wasn't really like I'm not really looking for. I wasn't really looking for anything. Bless you.
Bless you.
And
Crazy.
when I
I know, but it was so perfect.
when I got to that point of, you know, going on dates with someone, all that stuff, it was more so. I forgot. Like that sneeze took me out. Pause.
Sorry, bro.
When I get to that point where you know, you're in the race of, yo, this, you know, this could be definitely something, but you're not searching for anything, and it just happens, and you feel like it's there for a reason, and you take advantage of that moment, and then it just dies down or whatever. What I used to do is not what I'm doing now. Like I think it's just whatever is part of life now. Like it doesn't have like a toll on me. If that person would, like, I would love to have that person in my life and all that other stuff, but how life works, that person sees something totally different, and that's okay. Like that's fine, and I have to not have to. I just move from it. I'm so good at cutting off, but like it's not saying like it's a good or a bad thing to flex. I'm just saying like I never like look back or anything.
So you cut this off?
No,
Oh, it sounded like it sounded like that's where he was going.
but I'm saying like to that, from that to a progression of like the door is not closed. Or the door is closed, but if that person knocks, like I'll open it for sure.
But you're not. But you're just
like
saying
when
at
you're
this
saying
point in
like
time, at this point in time, you're not pursuing.
yeah, and then when you're like, oh, but are you opening other doors? I'm meaning like
If doors open.
if the door's open.
So
then
so
I'm
so
pulling
what
up.
he's
Yeah.
also saying, right, Spud, is that he has multiple doors, and if anybody knocks, you open.
If it's the right.
If anybody knocks,
Not if
you
anybody
looking through
knocks.
the peephole.
Yeah, the people are
you
looking
through
nice.
the peephole, and you like, she got a little bit of something.
Or you're looking in, solicitor, get out of here.
Yeah,
Quiet.
no.
Hey,
Get out of here.
We don't need no solicitors.
I got a crazy story to tell y'all
I
about
don't
yesterday.
want to hear it. No, I'm just-
Yeah,
I have my relationship with God. Thank you.
Right.
but I'm not
But Jehovah's Witness.
But not just anybody.
But you
though.
are.
Not just anybody. I mean, like, I'll have, like, conversations to see what their intentions are. And if it looks like something that just they want to,
You got to have a balance.
yeah.
You got to have the balance where
Like
you are having those conversations, but also saying, hey, I'm on this.
Yeah. Because I'm not about just, we'll see where things go guy anymore. I'm not 22 anymore.
Well, I mean, there
22.
ain't nothing with that mindset, but you added the extra layers to it.
Yeah.
Because you have to date to figure out certain things. You got to put them in a state of knowing them seriously, but knowing them when they're also fun as well. So there's got to be a nice balance of that, because if you already go like, well, I'm just trying to go serious, they might put their guards up because they're like, oh, they're being serious. So you got to have a nice little balance.
Which is why I don't go out my way anymore to like meet girls. But when I tell them my intentions on everything, like if I get to that point with that person, like if we're just talking or whatever, I'm figuring them out. Like I don't like I like what I like.
You got to be transparent with them.
Yeah, I'm very transparent with them.
Yeah.
So when it gets to that point, then I'm like, if I see something totally different than what I hope for, then I'm off it.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, I'm off it.
Oh, I didn't have anything to.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you
No.
literally fixed your posture like you about to say something.
You about to lay it down.
Yeah.
No,
Deep
not at all.
pause though, but yeah.
Nope. All I can say is, like I tell other people, you do what. First of all, you do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Secondly, in doing what makes you feel happy, or doing what makes you happy. also, you put. Okay, I'm gonna just wait because you ain't even listening.
I is. You said
no, you
yeah.
weren't. No, you weren't.
I'm listening now. Doing what makes you happy.
You do what makes you happy, and also, at the end of the day, you get with someone who can make you level up, can make you go up, can make you change your standard of living for the better. Not to get with someone who wants to consistently change who you are. That's not what I'm saying. But put you in a position to go, oh, I want to do better, not just for me, but for her.
That's what she made me feel like. And then this is all happening.
Right. And if she's not in a position to reciprocate it, then someone else will. You didn't put a ring on it. So
No, I definitely didn't.
Goodbye. Thank you. I will give my energy to someone who, one, will receive it, and two, wants to be around that. Because you don't want to get with a girl who's just wanting to be around you just because.
Facts.
Guys say they don't want a needy girlfriend, but they want a needy girlfriend.
Facts.
Just a little bit.
Facts.
Because if your girl isn't needy and don't want you around, then you don't want to be around and you will find someone else. That's how cheating happens. So most of the time, guys be like, why are you being so damn needy? I don't like that. But they do.
Facts.
They do. So if she ain't that, if she's not wanting to be around you 24/7, if you know what I'm saying, if like, oh, I can't do this, you know what I'm saying, or oh, I got to think about my girl and my decisions that you're making. If you're not even thinking that, we're not even having this discussion. That's not. She's no longer your girl. Move along to someone who will reciprocate that energy, because you'll start to buy clothes for yourself for your girl.
Facts.
Girls do it.
Fucking facts.
You'll start getting yourself ready, put together, and everything. Not for the people around you, for your girl.
Fuck, man.
That your style evolves into what your girlfriend likes.
It'll just change.
It just sucks, man.
But then at a certain point, if she's not reciprocating that, move before someone else fills in that void while you're still with them.
I just feel like all that time in the interview was just wasted for no reason. I hate that.
It's not wasted. It's not wasted, because then you have to understand who you are as a person, right? Because every relationship leads up to the person, to the moment you say I do to that right person.
Yeah.
But you need to go through all these other ones to know who you do not need to be with.
Yeah. You need to shape what your interests are into the other person. And the thing is, you don't know it like that. Very rare it's like that.
Yeah, and I wish I did knew it like that.
It's not,
but it's not.
sometimes it's a couple of years. Sometimes it's a couple of seconds. And you just finish out the date. Other times, I'm serious. You just finish out the date because you're nice. But then other times you go through 4 years. You go through 4 years. And then you realize, I'm not supposed to be with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And the thing is, you can either know it on their point or even yourself, and you're like, you know what, yourself, I'm not ready for this. You know, you should be with someone else because I can't give you what you want. Sometimes you gotta, swallow that one in.
Yeah.
And it might not even be financially or whatever. It's just whatever position that you're in, I'm not for you.
Yeah.
We're not meant to be on this world for all these people. I know when they said the ratio, one girl at every 22, whatever, or one man every 20, whatever the case may be. The simple fact is, there's that somebody for you. So whoever that somebody is, it's out there. But you're going to go through a lot of trial and error. Nobody got it. There's not a single person in this world who got it right the first time.
Yeah.
And if they did,
it took a while. Sometimes they find them right away, but they ain't ready right now, and back. And then we see people who've been together 30, 40, 50 years, and then you ask them, was it always good? 9 times out of 10, no. But it's mostly in the fact why we don't like doing this, because we don't like to feel vulnerable. We don't like to feel vulnerable, but
men don't.
It's part of the process. That's the thing. It's part of the process. If you ain't willing to feel yourself vulnerable, you won't truly find what you really want in a partner.
Yeah.
Who can complete you.
Facts.
Because right now you and your other person are at 50%. So when you find that other person, you'll be at 100. But it's gonna take a while. You just keep dodging. You just keep getting in little fights or whatever, and you just keep getting your stamina back up to 50. And you're just waiting to get to because you can get into a relationship, huh?
No, that was an Elden Ring reference.
Right, you can get into a relationship. I've never played the game, so I don't know.
That was a hard bar.
Oh, okay. Well, you can get into a relationship with someone that can put you at only 75%. It may be good, but it's not at the top highest level that you can get yourself at. I think that's the best way you can explain it. You can get with a female, but that doesn't necessarily put you at the best place that you can be. It may put you at a higher level, but not the level that is intended for you. Now, in there, you find different things, right? You're an 8 or something like that, right? And you find a 12. So then that puts you up to a 10, right? So now you've transcended
Crazy
to a
math.
10. I know, but you transcended to... Why?
Keep going.
She was a 12. He was an 8. That's a 4-point difference.
From a 1 to 10 scale?
Yeah, from a 1 to 10. Well, from a 1 to 20 scale, whatever the case
Okay,
may
we're
be.
going 20 now.
Yeah, 1 to 20. 1 to 20. 1 to 20.
Huh.
I was just saying in terms of like whatever the number,
I thought
you can
you
go
were
to
1 to
100, but
Hey, we just needed to know. We just
Yeah.
needed to
I thought
know.
you were 1 in 10. I was
nah.
like,
Well, if we
wow.
go to 1 to 10, if you're an 8 and she's a 10, that puts him at a 9.
Yeah.
That automatically puts him at a 9. If
That makes a lot more sense.
if you break up or you guys break up or whatever, you're still at that 9. You've now been at this level for enough to know how to maintain a 9. So now you're at a 9. So now you can get 10s and 9s. So then by the time you get a 10, that can put you at a 10. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all about levels. So, but you're working yourself up to get everything else lined up before you move to the next level. But you need that sword. You need that shield. You need that someone next to you to get you to that next level.
How do you...
That's how relationships work. You need that other person to get you to that next level. No one has done it alone.
I'm struggling with relationships right now in Elden Ring. And you just did 2 reference as if you saw what I was going through.
And you know what? You know
That's fucking crazy.
You know what the thing is?
You have something to do with God. And
Crazy.
I need to talk.
And the thing
Jesus
is,
or something.
you dating, just dating could also get you to, leveled up. You don't necessarily have to put someone as a girlfriend to, because if you're dating, but you've been dating for a while, that's also part of the process.
Yeah, like this girl was never my girlfriend, but we were like,
And then even having friends who are girls,
Yeah.
to be honest.
that's fine. I have
Platonic,
that's not
but
I have platonic
even in
friendships.
but even in that helps you level up.
Yeah, I trust me. I had the greatest games from them. Like the best advice are from them because
What you doing? You following that advice? I'm just asking the question. You can honestly say no.
Oh, how you said it though, my friend. That's where it's
I thought you
hilarious.
about to just go off on me. But
No, I'm not gonna go off on
No,
you. Just
like,
did you
I-
follow that advice? Like honestly.
majority of the time, I follow those advice, and it's probably because I used that advice on the wrong person. But
What did they tell you about? Did they tell you anything about this?
But it's those advices help you find out if that person is that one for you.
Did they tell you about this person? Did you talk to them about this person?
Yeah,
What did they say? Leave or stay? I'm curious.
leave.
And you stayed.
No, like right now, like
I'm talking about before.
Yeah, like before the fire has reignited.
You did
Oh, no,
not
stay.
know.
Stay
you
and
did
see it
not
through,
know
but, like,
this
you
was
have to-
going to happen.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
You tried this a second time. Correct.
Yeah.
So the second time around, your friends were like, "Do it again,"
No, but like they
or did they say,
They said
"You probably shouldn't"?
they said like, yo, figure out like just the same thing that you said to me. Like just basically figure out the true intentions between that and take it from there.
I told you. Oh, okay.
And then if it's not what it seems, then you should leave. And then
You did. She said what she said, and now you're leaving.
not said what she said. She's doing what she's doing, and I'm leaving. Because one thing was said, and then actions are another.
It's open, isn't it?
What, the door?
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh no.
Do you remember the question that I asked
No,
you?
it's not open.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not.
I was about to say.
I'm very transparent, and
Yikes.
I don't like doing that. If someone's like, oh, there's someone else, they can have her. That's cool.
So then what the hell are the actions? Okay, never mind. We don't have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the more blessings to you, my friend.
Thanks.
God be with you and your relationships. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I know
No,
you got
it
God in
sucks.
your life.
Dating sucks,
What
bro.
did Juicy say? Keep God in your life.
Dating sucks ass. It's not cool.
But it doesn't have to.
It doesn't.
Kim.
You can make it fun. You can
Because
make
here's
it fun.
the thing, bro. You're not like the lady from You're not like the lady from the Tinder swindler who got these women get scammed for hundreds of thousands
Crazy.
of dollars.
I get
You
scammed
ain't get-
100,000 of hours.
Nah, bro. No, you don't. No, you don't.
My heart is hurting, bro.
Look,
No, you don't.
My heart-
At least you're not like.
My heart hurts.
What
sometimes.
show am I?
But I'm not sad. But I'm just like, damn.
Woke. One of the characters in Woke on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do second dates. He
oh, one of those.
hits it and quits it. Doesn't do like he just moves it along. Like,
Oh, he ruins.
He's
he
a-
ruins names for this.
He's
for
a,
us.
but he links up with another fellow person who's basically just like him,
Same.
and now he can't get away.
Oh.
He caught up right now. At this point now, you're gonna find a girl who's going to change you. You're gonna be like,
You say
Damn.
this, say that. Nope.
you
nope,
say,
nope.
oh yeah. I've seen the hardest of niggas, bro, talk tough. Oh, ain't none of these females change me, and then one of them walk by.
Change.
Nah, bro, I'm willing to change for that one.
So what you saying? I am.
Someone that don't want to change right now.
We mean I don't want to change. I'll compromise.
You're not in a position. You're not the person who's going to change you hasn't shown up yet.
Facts. Okay.
And out of all of these situations, when all these niggas say, "Oh, that person right there can change me," or "I'm willing to change for that person," they didn't find them. They just showed up.
Yeah.
Boom, and you're like, "That's the one." It happens every time.
Get back here. Get the fuck back
And
here.
then you go, because then it's different. Because like I've even seen some of the most dudes who know how to spit game to any female, but it's the one that really is supposed to complete them. They don't know what to say.
Because
get
they're nervous.
They get nervous.
And that's where they check their vulnerability, too.
But that's the thing. Like I felt all that shit.
But it can happen. But if it's not received, it can happen to anyone. Because see, what you have to understand is like, okay, I've had that feeling with multiple females, but then down the line, it was just a feeling, a thought. But if I'm so quick to get out of it, then that's all it was, just a feeling of a maybe, of that hope that you thought it was.
Yeah.
But once it's now not hope and what fact is, the fact of the matter is that I'm not in that connection as I thought I was. So I leave. But now it's like where I'm at now, right? You know, okay, I'm with this person because she is my person. Okay, cool. So at that point, I know that whatever's gonna happen, I'm there. It's-
Because you could show everything like that, but if it's not received, it's like plugging in something that has no electricity running through it. If it's not getting received, nothing happens. But if you put that same energy to someone that wants to receive it and more, connection.
Go make a light. And there's two working things.
Yeah. It has to be on both ends for that to fully, that whole thought process to happen.
Eventually, it started feeling.
Because you go, every girl you go to is like, I want someone to change me. I want someone to change me. If the other person's not willing to do that, it's not going to work. So you go to the next one. You go to the next one until the light bulb is.
Yeah, it just felt like that until it didn't.
And it happens. That happens. That happens. There's people who get in marriages. It was one way, and it wasn't.
Yes.
But you feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you start off in this type of relationship where, everything is all peachy keen. Shout outs to Joe. And everything is all daisies and flowers. But then at a certain point, that stops.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when that stopped, you're met with a decision. Am I going to make it through the storm with this person because I know I can make it through the storm with this person easily? Or am I going to jump ship because I know I'll probably die on the way out of this storm?
Facts.
So I'll do it myself.
I feel like I would die on the way.
And some people would rather do it themselves because the person who was next to them, they realized, oh, they're not equipped for this level of where we're at. And we're not going to make it. And it's going to be worse off. And it'd be better off if we just split so that the boat doesn't sink and I'll come back later. Or I don't come back at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it'll be better off if you live by yourself and I live by myself. No hard feelings. We're both alive.
Yeah.
We're both sane.
I mean, that's very similar to what I just went through.
Yeah.
You know, very similar to that weird analogy of boats.
You just out here
About
calling
boats and
people
things
out.
like that. You know.
Not on purpose. I didn't say no names.
No,
I didn't say no names. I don't give a
I'm
damn.
joking. I'm just saying you just speaking to you're speaking to us. Right?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? If the truth fits.
God is possessing you right now with these knowledge that
Sunday.
we need to hear.
It's Sunday.
Well, good for you.
All I'm saying is, man, in relationships, bro, it's always
a trial and
give take.
error.
It's trial and error,
Trial and error.
especially in the dating process, and even in the relationship.
Hey, you could hate it, but you could also love the dating process at the same time.
Right.
You know.
My girl say it all the time. I get on her nerves all the time. She get on mine. I don't care. I say she on my nerves all the time. I look to her in the face, but I know it's not enough to me to be like, I'm gonna go do something crazy. I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get up out of here.
Yeah.
For what? Everybody's gonna get on your nerves. If you have somebody who is just like you, it's not gonna be a fun relationship. If I had somebody who was just like me,
Man.
we'd just be sitting in the room like doing nothing, bro.
Hey, you want to put some of this drums, baby?
Yeah. Who's cooking today? None of us. All right, let's buy something.
Hey, you gonna lay down the vocals? Yeah.
No, but another thing that I want to stop doing that I always do because I feel like I
Got 10 minutes. No,
jinx myself.
Hey, no disrespect. Just
Yeah,
we
I got you.
10 minutes.
I need to just stop bringing up stuff and just see. I gotta like let things unfold before I bring it up.
What you mean?
Like if I'm like, oh yeah, man, I'm talking to this girl, man, it's going good, da da da, and it was going good, and then now it isn't. Now
That's life, though.
now I feel like, damn, this nigga Kim, like in and out of it, of everything.
Do you know how many people I know who have every week is a new one?
I'm glad I'm not like that, man. That's man.
Nothing to worry about. You remember what I said in the very beginning. I just said be sure about what you want to do because you don't want to come back to this moment and say, I wasted all this time, which is what you did.
Yeah, I feel like I did.
Yeah.
Because I had fun.
Yeah, you don't
I
want
feel like
you don't
it
want
was
that feeling of being wasted time.
But I feel like it wasn't the same. For,
do you feel like
for
you
her end.
do you feel like you got something out of this though?
Yeah.
Then you don't feel like it's a waste of time then.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you got to do.
was willing
Did
to
you
say,
did you get something that could positively move you forward?
Yes.
If the answer is yes, then you didn't waste your time. Yes, it does feel like it, but at the end of the day, remind yourself that it wasn't a waste of time. That was more progress than standing still. Just be happy that, you know, how you guys ended it now, or it's on pause now, that you're still able to get something moving forward than rather stay in limbo. That's when you start wasting your time, is when you know the faults, but you're not doing nothing about it. So you're just letting it idle. When the idle is what you're wasting time on. So just, I guess, positively think that it ended, it stopped right here. You're able to get something going forward. You could take that into wherever you go next.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
But on better news.
Not all failures are losses.
mm-hmm.
Remember that. That's deep, bro. Not all failures are losses. It may look like one thing outside. You didn't lose that much.
No.
Because if you really look at the grand scheme of things and the span of a month, what did you gain? What did you lose? Is it really a loss? Sounds like what you've lost is a W. See what I'm saying? Because you think about...
Hey, yo, it's Spuddy and Friends.
You think about, like, okay, has it been long enough? It's been long enough. One of the relationships that I was in, the moment we broke up, got a new job, moved out, got a new car, and dropped an album in 6 months. Oh, I got my name on a billboard. 6 months. Within less than a year.
Well, I already bought a car, so I'm on my way.
All I'm saying is that certain things, certain moments in your life can catapult you into the next.
I think that's where I got my random energy from.
It's like artists who get in breakups or whatever, heartaches, and then make a #1 album.
It could be a catalyst to you driving you to go to the next level.
You know those dumb videos?
I think that's probably the reason why I randomly woke up.
You know those dumb videos and be like, you lost something great and yada, yada, yada. And then they have another cut and they look like a totally different person. You know those bull videos?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. That's how you feel right now. I feel like you're in a position where you're like, you know what? You could level up here.
And I've been doing that.
So keep going. I only see W's at this point.
Man, I've been doing
good.
Hey, I got a new car, by the way.
What you think are losses, I see as W's.
Yeah.
They was just holding you down.
It's all perspective.
It's all about perspective.
Holy shit.
All right, well. Hey, yo. Oh, this is a great ending moment right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Hey, last words.
Hey, I bought a new car.
That's it.
And appreciate your peeps and don't burn bridges with people that actually care about you, that tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
That's good. Be blessed, be safe, be black. And if you got 2 options, choose the second one. Because if you had the second option, the first one wouldn't have been that important. That's my time, niggas.
Hey, yo, it's Spuddy and Friends.
Right.
All right. I got nothing to say. I have no logo on my hat.
That is Chuck D vibes.
I'm just chilling. I'm Spuddy McGee. That's Clutch. That's Kimchi. We making videos now.
You filthy animals.
Working on the little stoots.
Little stoots.
For y'all. Temporary.
Hey, I upgraded my dreads.
But we thriving. See? He's thriving.
Look at him.
He's thriving. I'm thriving.
Mm-hmm.
Positive.
Got a couple holes in the shirt, though.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him.
You already know where to catch us, Spuddy and Friends. You already know.
You're.
It is what it is.
And it was what it will be.
Hey, yo, it's Spuddy and Friends. We out.